Popeye was fishing out at sea using only his toes, while Olive sat nearby eating ice cream. Suddenly, a tornado appeared, swept them both into a giant whirlpool, and carried them all the way to the freezing Arctic before finally stopping. When the tornado vanished, they both fell onto the ice. The unlucky Olive dropped straight into the icy water and instantly froze into a block of ice. With no other choice, Popeye had to carry the frozen block on his back and keep moving. By then, the Arctic temperature had dropped to minus 50 degrees, and they needed to find sweaters fast to replace their swimsuits. With the guidance of a penguin, Popeye arrived at a small shop. When the shopkeeper saw Olive, he froze in shock. Sparks of love lit up in his eyes, so intense that Olive's ice block melted on the spot. The shopkeeper hurried over and wrapped Olive in a warm sweater. But for Popeye, he grabbed a sleeping polar bear and strapped it directly onto Popeye. When the polar bear woke up, Popeye and the bear got into an intense fight, and in the end, Popeye walked out wearing a full polar bear coat. The shopkeeper wanted to keep Olive for himself, so he trapped Popeye and shot him thousands of meters away with a cannon. While flying through the air, Popeye was suddenly swallowed by a whale. With Popeye gone, the shopkeeper started acting creepy toward Olive, scaring her so badly that she jumped inside the furnace. The shopkeeper grabbed a hammer, planning to smash it open. The next second, the furnace exploded, and Olive let out a terrified scream. Inside the whale's belly, Popeye found a can of spinach. He used his pipe to pop it open and sucked the spinach straight into his mouth. Powered up by the spinach, he broke free instantly, his biceps filled with explosives in a flash, and a second later, the giant whale blew apart, leaving only bones and a bunch of tiny fish it had swallowed. Then Popeye teleported back into the shop, pulled Olive out, and punched the shopkeeper square in the jaw. After a fierce fight, even the polar bear ended up with a brand new outfit. In the end, Popeye and Olive asked some seals and penguins to help guide them back home.